how's it going? My name is License Joe. Welcome to the channel. This is the first episode of the series that I kind of felt like I should do. I have a GTX 1060, as you can tell, and I recently bought a 1440p monitor in December. I was doing a little research. People are saying the 1060 is not capable at running games at 1440p. Now, this depends on what you mean by run, because are we talking about ultra settings? Are we talking about medium, high? What are we talking about? At what graphical fidelity are we looking for? Because let's be honest, not everyone's looking for ultra. I mean, I run some games at 1080p and I don't run at ultra because why? What's the point? I mean, I'm sacrificing an extra 10 or 20 FPS for little to no difference that in fact you may not even be able to appreciate until you're at higher resolutions. So, no importe for me. Okay. But let's get into the settings here. I'm running at 1440p, 144 Hz. This is a G-Sync monitor, by the way. Anti-aliasing is FXAA, colorblind mode, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's not much here. Chromatic aberration, I get rid of that. Okay. So, the question is, can the GTX 1060 run Doom at 1440p? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Everything is on. There's a lot of things I wouldn't have, but I'm just putting it on there because I'm trying to give you... Actually, let's get rid of motion blur, because fuck that. No, realistically, no one has motion blur on, so we're going to get rid of that. Everything else is on ultra. We'll leave that, let that. Alright, good. Looks great. Looks good to me running at the Vulkan API. So, how about we get into first mission? Take a look. What sucks is that I actually recorded this video. Turns out my mic was not on the entire time. I darn fucked up, that's for sure. Oh yeah, specs, by the way, I totally forgot to mention. Obviously, you know what graphics card I'm running with. I have 16 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM or whatever the hell. I don't really remember. I think it's LPX, yeah. It's running at 2400 megahertz. I overclocked the i5 7600K to 4.5 gigahertz. So that's what I've got going on here. Alright. Okay. So, right now, looking at a little over 100 FPS, but there's nothing really taxing looking. You know, this is just dirt, sand. But that's still impressive. That's still impressive. One thing that continues to impress me, though, is how good this game feels. It's so optimized. I mean, they did a great job. Oh, look at these bastards. They did a great job. All right, well, here comes the fight. Looks like we're hovering a little. It's kind of between 80 and 100 FPS, which is totally good. That's perfect. Let's make some explosions. Okay, it dropped at 70 there. Yes, here, sugar. Combat is always satisfying. Never disappoints. Oh my god, why are you guys so loud? It's these little guys that are really loud. It's very annoying. See ya. Is there anyone else here? Alright, checkpoint reached. Okay, well, just from that, I wasn't able to take 100% look at that performance, but from the short little glimpses, it runs. It feels good. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm surprised or impressed. I'm just like both on it. I'm just really impressed, like both, I guess. It feels great. It still looks great. I think that's the important part. Okay, well, I didn't want to make such a short video, so we're gonna get out of here for a second. Now, you could set the game runs at ultra 1440p, as you could tell. But let's say, oh god, what is that? But let's say you don't want to run it at ultra, right? Let's say you want to take a couple things down. So, lighting and shadows will always take the most, I think. Directional occlusion, decal quality. Let's put this to high, particles to high. Wait, high. Motion blur, depth of field. We don't need that. We don't need that. I don't even have an HDR. Monitor. Slider sharpening amount. Okay, I think that's good. I think that looks good. Actually, let's put this to 16. So, a couple things turned down. Now we're at a custom graphical settings. Now let's see what kind of performance gain we'll get. Okay, so we're getting a little closer to the 120 mark. No matter what, it still feels super smooth to me. That's all that matters. Super smooth, super smooth. Alright, let's boogie. Hey, baby. Toasty. Some too, baby? Oh, yeah. Come on. There you go. Too fast for you. Way too fast for you. Alright, Goku, chill the fuck out. Holy shit. Checkpoint reached? Checkpoint reached. Well, I guess now, I think there was about 15 to 20 FPS increase. More or less, it feels the same, but yeah, it's great. Totally playable. I mean, of course it's totally playable. Who'd be complaining about 100 frames per second? But yeah, easily, if you want to lock it at 60, that's going to be perfectly fine. You're not going to see it go below 60. I don't assume it would. So, it looks like you don't really need a 1070 to enjoy Doom at 1440p. 1070 will definitely be beneficial for newer titles. Doom came out, I feel like 2 years ago. Well, that's about when the time this card came out. I don't know. Well, as you can tell, 1060, totally capable of running at 1440p. So we've answered the question. It's good. It's 1440p ready. Now, this wasn't a very taxing area, of course. There's other parts of Doom that are a little more taxing. But most of the time, this is definitely going to be this is going to be consistent throughout the game. The game's really well optimized. It's the Vulkan API, I think, will also be more beneficial for those who have more cores. So, this is awesome. I'm pretty pleased of having a 1060 at the moment. We'll have to see what other games we want to try out at 1440p. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the first episode of a possible series. I'm going to see how this one goes. I kind of just had the urge to make this video because people have said that the 1060 isn't really a 1440p card. It's still targeted at 1080p, which it is. It still was marketed for that demographic, but that was marketed high to ultra. But clearly, we can run Doom at ultra settings. We could run Doom at high settings, obviously. This is great. Totally great experience. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.